Ladies and gentlemen, the conference is going to start in a few minutes. Please be seated.
Cek, coba gimana?
Cek, 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 cek. Tes, halo. Kurang. Tes. Excellencies, distinguished guests, participants, ladies and gentlemen. Before we begin the conference, I'd like to invite the attendees to stand up and sing the song, the national anthem Indonesia Raya. I please to the attendees to stand up. Thank you.
As part of its ongoing mission to bring peace to the world, the Universal Peace Federation convened global leaders.
Please be seated. Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, peace be upon you. Good morning, and we are delighted to welcome you to Al-Fatah Hall, Istiqlal Mosque, Jakarta, for the International Conference Interfaith Dialogue IAPD-IAPP Joint Assembly. Excellencies, Professor Dr. K. Haji Nasruddin Umar MA, the Grand Imam of Istiqlal, Honorable Eknat Dakal, the Chairman of UPF Asia Pacific, the President Masai Chihori, the President of Family Federation for World Peace and Unification Asia Pacific, Honorable Yasril A. Baharudin, the Chairman of IAPP Indonesia, Dr. Robert S. Kiddle, the Senior Advisor, UPF Asia Pacific, the Ambassador K. Haji Abdul Wahid Maktub, the former Indonesian ambassador and the chairman of Indonesian Network, Honorable Dapo Laksono, the member of the House Representative, Republic of Indonesia, K. Haji Saiful Rahmat Dasuki, the Vice Minister of Religious Affairs, and all participants of Interfaith Dialogue IAPD-IAPP Joint Assembly. In this occasion, Interfaith Dialogue, IAPD, IAPP, Joint Assembly, UPF, and Istiqlal Mosque through the VOIST seek to make a good model cooperation role by working together in one united undertaking to contribute to a peaceful coexistence among society, government, stakeholders, and all. The International Dialogue, IAPD, IAPP Joint Assembly consists of 3 sessions we hold today on Monday, 16th of October 2023, and they are the role of governments, civil society, and interfaith cooperation in national building, common ground for religious harmony, lasting peace and security, and last is interfaith youth forum for peace and harmony. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to begin the conference with welcome remarks from the Vice Chairman of UPF Indonesia, Professor Dr. Payaman Simanjuntak. Please welcome.
Bapak Profesor Nazaruddin Umar, representing the IAPD, Pak Yasril, representing the IAPP, honorable guests, and all invitees. On behalf of the UPF Indonesia, I would like to extend sincere welcome to attend the International Conference, Interfaith Dialogue, IAPD, IAPP Joint Assembly, here in Al-Fatah Hall. First of all, I would like to extend thanks to Pak Nazaruddin Umar for make this hall available for our conference. And you already have the list of the speakers today. All the great people coming from Indonesia and also from abroad. From abroad we have Honorable Nat Dakal, Chairman of UPF Asia Pacific. We have also Masa Ichihori, President of Family Federation of World Peace and Unification Asia Pacific. We have Madam Ursula, the Secretary General of the UPF Asia Pacific. We have Dr. Kita. You have been here from Indonesia for several times. And from Indonesia, we have a list, quite a number. This is just to show that we have the great speaker, and this conference will be great. The quality of the conference very much depend on our speaker. Jadi karena para pembicara kita adalah orang-orang hebat dari Indonesia dan juga dari luar negeri, maka pertemuan kita hari ini akan sangat luar biasa. We also have the leader representing various religion. Pak Nazaruddin Umar to represent Muslim later. Christian, Reverend Obertina Johannes. From Catholic, we have Romo Dr. Andi Gunardi. From Buddhism, we have Pak Suhadi Sanjaya, yeah. And Hinduism, we have Pak Nyoman. And from Confucianism, we have Li Supriyadi, and a number more. So let's enjoy this conference. We take participation in question and answer, and including in the afternoon, we have a number of the great speaker. So don't miss it. Terima kasih.
Moving to the most wonderful moment that we are waiting for is Water of Harmony ceremony and interfaith prayer led by Grand Imam of Istiqlal Mosque and religious representative. Please welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, selamat pagi, salam sejahtera untuk kita semuanya. Salam, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Alhamdulillah wa syukurlah wa salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah Sayyidina wa Habibina wa Syafi'ina wa Maulana Muhammadin sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ma ba'd, Honorable, my special guys, Professor Dr. Paiman Simanjuntak, thank you for coming here, and also we are very happy today because you are here, and also very special guys, my senior here, Professor Alwi Shihab, and also Dr. Nizar Shihab. He is really my teacher during my child until today, and also my special guys, Ibu Mrs. Obertina Johannes. Where is? Okay, and also all speakers here. Alhamdulillah. Tentu kami sangat berterima kasih atas kehadiran yang mulia semua para tokoh lintas agama di sini. This is one of the tradition of Masjid Istiqlal today is menyelenggarakan apa yang kita sebut dengan interfaith dialogue. Regularly we promoting tolerance in this mosque. So Masjid Istiqlal not only for Muslim community. Istiqlal is the big building for humanity. Masjid Istiqlal itu adalah rumah besar untuk kemanusiaan tanpa membedakan agama apapun. Buktinya yang kita tolong di sini bukan hanya orang Islam. Let me give you separate information regarding the was it the position of Istiqlal last 2 years later. Istiqlal ini betul-betul bukan hanya mencerahkan umat Islam. COVID-19 kita mengumpulkan dana yang cukup besar di luar dugaan. Yeah, when the COVID period, we collect the money, not only for Muslim people, but for all the religious society. Di sebelah sini Pak, penuh gudang, makanan, minuman, bahkan dana terkumpul pada waktu itu lebih dari 20 miliar dalam tempo 1 minggu. Kementerian Sosial pun kaget, dari mana Istiqlal dapat uang seperti itu. Dan alasan mereka, para donatur, saya juga bertanya, kenapa menyerahkan ke Istiqlal? Ya, waktu itu kebetulan memang ada pemilu kada, pemilihan kepala daerah berserentak itu. Kata mereka para donatur, kalau saya menyumbang melalui mereka, melalui pemerintah, takut nanti dimanfaatkan bantuan kami untuk kepentingan politik. Jadi kalau kami serahkan ke Istiqlal, saya percaya imam besar bersama dengan kolega-kolega kami, agama-agama lain di sini, maka terkumpul dana yang sebesar itu. Pak Doni Munarpa selaku ketua pengelola COVID waktu itu kaget. Ya, saya kaget. Kenapa bisa seperti ini? Pak Doni, bagaimana menyerahkan dana ini? Ya, kasih jamaahnya, Pak. Kan jamaah tertutup, nggak ada lagi datang ke masjid. Ya, dekat-dekat situ. Pak, kalau dananya tidak sederhana, saya tanya, dananya berapa, Pak? Ada sekitar 20 sekian miliar. Wah, kaget. Nah, jadi waktu itu dia sarankan lebih baik diserahkan ke gubernur yang paling parah penderita COVID-nya, yaitu Jawa Timur, Jawa Barat, DKI Jakarta, Jawa Tengah, dan Sulawesi Selatan. Nah, COVID berikutnya, Omikron, teman-teman itu menagih, bagaimana kalau kita kumpul lagi? Saya bilang, no, it's enough for us. Takut nanti di Istiqlal ini dikira ada maunya, kok kenapa terlalu banyak bermain di wilayahnya Kementerian Sosial. Tapi poin yang saya sampaikan ini sebagai pendahuluan bahwa dana yang dikumpulkan di masjid ini luar biasa. Ini satu bukti bahwa menggunakan bahasa agama dalam masa krisis jauh lebih efektif daripada menggunakan bahasa politik atau bahasa birokrasi, karena langsung menyentuh batinnya orang. We use spiritual language. My experience, spiritual language more powerful than biocritical languages. Kita bisa mengkolek dana dan bantuan semacam itu. Dan alhamdulillah, rasanya di Indonesia ini semenjak Istiqlal baru ini, New Istiqlal ini, ada keakraban lebih mendalam. Dengan adanya tunnel toleransi, kami jualan sampai ke luar negeri, Bapak Ibu sekalian. Kita punya tunnel dan diapresiasi luar biasa. Di samping itu juga kita punya halaman di sini, Bapak Ibu. Hari Jumat pagi kita olahraga jantung sehat interfaith lintas agama. Jadi loncat-loncat. Lupa agamanya mereka itu apa. Berbaur, makan, ya. 17 Agustus kita perayaan kemerdekaan Republik Indonesia, semua menghormat kepada bendera, berbeda-beda agama di lingkungan masjid. Dan yang menarik adalah tarik tambang. Jadi atau tenis meja, bulu tangkis. Jadi bukan antar agama tetapi mix. Saya partner dengan Romo di dalam tenis meja misalnya. Jadi ini pembauran yang luar biasa. Dan teman-teman kami berharap semua masjid, semua rumah ibadah bisa mencontoh Istiqlal. Istiqlal adalah melting pot, lembaga peleburan, pembauran yang sangat efektif, bisa kita contoh. Suatu saat ada kawan-kawan mau menyelenggarakan kongres, yaitu Persatuan Wartawan Protestan. Ada misunderstanding antara gedung yang pernah disewa, undangannya pada datang dari seluruh Indonesia, tapi ternyata gerejanya dipakai oleh orang lain, acara lain. Datanglah Pak Nasar, boleh nggak kami pakai aulanya Istiqlal untuk Pembukaan aja 2 jam saja. Saya tanya, memang berapa lama? Sampai malam aja Pak. Udah, pakai aula Istiqlal. Disinilah Istiqlal ini dipakai Kongres Persatuan Wartawan Protestan seluruh Indonesia. Dilakukan di tempat ini. Menangis ketuanya, Pak, saya ditolak di tempat saya, tapi kok Istiqlal yang menerima saya. Sampai malam nyanyi di sini Pak, nyanyi rohani, tetapi Istiqlal sama sekali nggak ada reaksi. Nah, di kesempatan lain banyak yang kita lakukan di tempat ini. Ini satu bukti bahwa Masjid Istiqlal ini adalah menjadi rumah besar untuk bangsa Indonesia. Di samping itu juga Istiqlal ya menyelenggarakan diskusi-diskusi. Ya. Di sini kita buka istilahnya itu voice of Istiqlal, tetapi insight-nya sebetulnya itu adalah referensi-referensi yang kita peroleh dari Amerika ya. Termasuk juga library-nya itu. Jadi saya kira library yang ada di Voice of Istiqlal itu bukan hanya untuk umat Islam, tapi siapapun datang tidak ada larangan di sini. Ya. Dan ternyata ruangan kecil itu sebentar lagi kita akan perluas ya, karena ada perluasannya. Kita bisa membuka perpustakaan di universitas terkemuka di Amerika sekarang ini. Bahkan satu kekhususan kita, kalau di perguruan tinggi lain hanya dibukakan jurnal-jurnal yang 3 tahun ke atas lah. Tetapi kalau di sini jurnal yang baru terbit di perguruan tinggi Amerika itu langsung bisa dibuka di sini. Dan perpustakaan itu termasuk referensi yang bisa dibuka di komputer kita. Ini kita berterima kasih kepada kedutaan Amerika. Dan insya Allah dalam waktu dekat ini kita juga akan buka pusat studi kawasan Asia Pasifik. Dan sudah ada sponsornya. Insya Allah juga akan memberikan fasilitas untuk kita bisa mengakses seluruh perpustakaan yang ada di kawasan ini. Ya. Dan kita berterima kasih kepada kedutaan Cina yang akan membantu kita dalam hal ini. Jadi Amerika dan Cina di sini betul-betul memberikan satu kontribusi yang luar biasa. Dan di Timur Tengah juga, ya kami kemarin kedatangan tamu dari Mesir dan dari Iran. Bagi kita di Indonesia, terutama di Istiqlal, dari manapun datangnya, asal itu akan berikan bantuan yang sifatnya intelektual, kemanusiaan, welcome. Ya. Yang tidak bisa masuk di Istiqlal ini adalah simbol-simbol politik praktis. Silakan masuk dari partai politik manapun juga, tapi jangan bawa benderanya, jangan bawa statementnya. Biarkanlah Masjid Istiqlal ini menjadi rumah tenang untuk kemanusiaan. Setiap malam Jumat di sini, Bapak Ibu sekalian, saya baru tahu kalau kemarin itu ternyata juga ada non-Muslim ikut di pengajian malam Jumat kita. Pak, saya ikut menangis katanya. Nah ini luar biasa. Hari Senin, hari Kamis, ya, hari Kamis seperti bulan Ramadan, buka puasa bersama, kemudian diisi dengan istighosah, maulidan dan berzanji, lalu kontemplasi. Makin hari makin banyak. Jadi spiritual oasis ya. Istiqlal menjadi spiritual oasis untuk masyarakat metropolitan. Masyarakat metropolitan ini kalau tidak ada tempat untuk mengistirahatkan ya batinnya, pikirannya, itu nanti akan pengap. Dan ternyata di antara mereka yang datang itu pejabat-pejabat juga. Ya. Yang mereka melakukan dosa di luar, silahkan mencuci dirinya di Istiqlal. Ya. Itu penting tuh. Ada tempat untuk menangis, ada tempat untuk berteriak memanggil Tuhan. Nah, ini pentingnya rumah ibadah ini. Menangislah sepuas-puasnya, kata para psikolog. Karena kalau itu tidak menumpahkan air matanya, itu nanti akan menjadi toksin, racun. Itu udah 2 disertasi, 1 disertasi dari Jerman, 1 disertasi dari Amerika tentang air mata. Jadi air mata yang tidak ditumpahkan lari ke dalam itu akan merusak lambung katanya. Jadi tumpahkanlah penyesalannya di dalam masjid atau di rumah ibadah kita masing-masing. Dan yang terakhir saya ingin sampaikan kepada kita semuanya, kami di Istiqlal sedang menggagas suatu ide besar ya. Bukan hanya pembangunan fisik yang kita akan kembangkan di Istiqlal, bangun seperti sekarang ini kita lihat, tapi kita akan mencoba untuk melakukan pembangunan epistemologi keilmuan yang istilah saya itu yang feminin. Epistemologi keilmuan kita ini sangat over maskulin, maka itu produknya itu adalah teknologi yang lebih cepat mempercepat kerusakan alam. Bagaimana menciptakan apa yang disebut dengan Syekh Hussein Nasr itu resacralization of the world. Jadi kita over sakral, over rational. Jadi kita perlu resakralisasi ya, resacralization of the world sekarang ini. Nah, kita harus mulai dengan cara berpikir kita. Nah, bagaimana memikirkan ulang tentang alam ini? Saya mohon kepada kita semuanya di sini, kalau perlu kita jadikan tema khusus nanti agama Hindu, ya, Buddha, Konghucu, Kristen, Katolik, Islam, bagaimana menjadikan penyelamatan alam lingkungan hidup ini sebagai tema sentral kita sebagai umat beragama. Hanya bahasa agama yang bisa menyelamatkan alam semesta daripada kerusakan global seperti sekarang ini. Ya, kita menganggap alam semesta ini terlalu berjarak, seolah-olah manusia itu bukan alam, dia subjek dan alam ini adalah objek. Padahal dalam Al-Quran, mohon maaf, memang mungkin dalam Al-Quran itu kitab suci yang paling sering berbicara tentang alam semesta adalah Islam, adalah Al-Quran. Namanya saja ayat, bahasa Arab, ayat itu artinya tanda. Ayat dengan alam itu bimakna wahid dalam bahasa Arab, sama. Alam artinya tanda, ayat artinya tanda. Kalau ada tanda pasti ada yang ditandai. Siapa alam ini sebetulnya? Siapa yang pakai jubah gunung, laut, matahari, bulan, bintang? Siapa yang pakai jubah kembang ini? Bukalah kopan hijabnya itu, ternyata adalah sang dia. Maka itu kita tidak boleh menganggap alam semesta ini hanya sebagai objek, dan itu akan mempercepat proses dunia ini kiamat. Nah, untuk menunda dunia ini kiamat, maka kita harus merevisi cara pandang kita terhadap alam. Dan yang paling efektif untuk membahasakan ini adalah tokoh lintas agama ini. Bagaimana menciptakan resakralisasi terhadap alam semesta. Jangan menjadikan alam ini hanya objek, bakar, timbun, robohkan, dan seterusnya. Akibatnya apa yang terjadi? Dunia kemanusiaan kita itu akan habis, hancur, dan mempercepat proses kiamat. Daral fasari fil bar wal bahr bima kasabat aydin nas. Maka itu pendidikan kader ulama yang dicetak di Masjid Istiqlal ini, salah satu konsentrasinya adalah bagaimana membaca ulang kitab suci. Bagaimana menganggap masyarakat kita itu, bagaimana menjadikan masyarakat itu melihat alam ini sebagai sahabat. Bagaimana melihat alam semesta ini bukan sebagai hanya objek yang akan ditaklukkan. Bagaimana menjadikan alam ini sebagai sahabat dalam rangka sama-sama mempertahankan kehidupan. Dalam bahasa agama, saya kira Hindu dan Islam itu, mohon maaf, sangat dekat. Tidak ada benda mati. Wa in min syai'in la yusabbihu bihamdihi walakin la ta'lamuna tasbihahum. Tidak ada benda mati, semuanya bertasbih. Ya. Nah, kalau sudah demikian adanya, maka sangat tidak bijaksana kalau kita memperlakukan alam ini semata-mata hanya sebagai objek. Nah, hemat kami, tidak cukup hanya Kementerian Lingkungan Hidup, tidak cukup hanya pemerintah, dan tidak cukup hanya himbauan PBB untuk melestarikan alam dan memelihara lingkungan hidup, tapi perlu bahasa yang hidup dari umat beragama. Bagaimana tokoh-tokoh agama ini memperkenalkan kepada masyarakat bahwa alam semesta ini adalah bagian dari diri kita sendiri. Ini adalah langkah konkret umat beragama. Saya mohon betul, kira-kira diskusi kita yang akan datang, ya kita lebih fokus kepada hal-hal yang sifatnya subjek, yang sifatnya seperti ini. Tidak lagi persoalan antar umat beragama di Indonesia ini. Itu sudah lewat itu. Tapi kita harus punya tema baru. Kita sudah sangat solid satu sama lain. Maka tema-tema kemanusiaan yang perlu kita angkat bersama. Pertama, kita mulai bagaimana menyelamatkan lingkungan hidup ini dengan menggunakan kembali bahasa agama. Mari kita kembangkan kembali bahasa agama kita. Ayat-ayat Al-Quran, Bible misalnya, kita lihat di dalam kitab I Ching, apalagi ya Konghucu itu ya, kita bisa lihat betapa banyak ayat-ayatnya berbicara tentang perlunya bersahabat dengan alam. Ya. Dan inilah harapan kami kepada Bapak Ibu sekalian. Semoga pada pertemuan kita hari ini mampu memberikan jalan keluar terhadap berbagai masalah-masalah kemanusiaan, terutama yang berkaitan dengan masalah lingkungan hidup ini. Mohon izin kalau saya sedikit memberikan stressing point tentang lingkungan hidup ini, karena ini masalah kita bersama. Semoga Allah memberkati kita semuanya. Terima kasih. Thank you very much for your coming here, and also banyak sekali yang mengikuti kita dengan melalui Zooming saya kira ini. Pak Wakil Menteri Agama, maaf, juga bergabung dengan kita. Terima kasih atas kerawahannya bersama kami di sini, dan juga para tokoh-tokoh, ulama-ulama, pendeta, pastor, biksu yang mengikuti tidak secara langsung tapi melalui Zooming. Terima kasih sekali lagi atas segala kehadirannya bersama kami di sini. Demikian, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Santi Santi Om.
I'd like to invite Mr. Alfred as Secretary General of UPF Indonesia to lead the rest of the session. Please welcome Mr. Alfred.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, salam sejahtera, Om Swastiastu, salam namo buddhaya dan salam kebajikan. Respected dignitaries from abroad and locals, today as we begin our Interfaith Dialogue, IAPD-IAPP Joint Assembly, UPF, Universal Peace Federation, and Istiqlal Mosque has been fostering collaborations with religious entities, and this is one of the results of our collaboration. And we are so grateful, we are so excited to have you all from international delegates of UPF and also from locals. So today, we will begin with the water of harmony. Water is the symbol of life, purification, hope, and values that every religion is doing and is part of that we know all around the world. So today I would like to invite all religious representatives to come forward to perform the water of harmony ceremony. So first of all, I would like to invite our beloved Grand Imam of Istiqlal Mosque, Professor Dr. Kiai Haji Nasaruddin Umar, to stand in the middle, and he will be accompanied by other religious representatives. First of all, representing Protestant Christian Protestant, I would like to invite the Reverend Luis Pakaila to please come forward. And then representing Catholic, I would like to invite Reverend Andi Gunardi. And representing Buddhism, I would like to invite Mahapandita Utama Suhadi Senjaya. And representing Hinduism, I would like to invite Dr. Andus Nyoman Udayana Sanggung, Sarjana Hukum. So this Water of Harmony ceremony representing the unity of religious entities. We want to unite no matter Oh, okay. So I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Yeah. So representing Confucianism, let's welcome Wengsi Lee Supriyadi. Please take your place. So now all religious representatives here before you, they will pour out each of the glass of water into one bowl representing unity among religions, unity, cooperation, and harmony. That is the hope of the world, the hope of all humankind, and the hope of everyone that we live in the world of peace. So, yeah, so please everyone stand up to celebrate together, to join together in this water of harmony. Please take the glass. And now, please lift up the glass, and then we will pour together into one bowl in the count of 3, 2, 1. And then we are going to hear the prayers that will be led by the Grand Imam of Istiqlal.
Izinkan saya memimpin secara agama Islam. Yang lainnya rekan-rekan kita berdoa sesuai dengan keyakinan agama kita masing-masing. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Allah, Engkau menyaksikan kami semuanya. Inilah kami para hamba-Mu, berdiri sebagai tanda penghormatan terhadap tiada lain harapan kami semuanya. Kami berkumpul di sini kecuali memohon ridha, memohon perlindungan-Mu, memohon bimbingan-Mu, memohon tuntunan-Mu, dan memohon pertolongan-Mu. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami, Engkau lah yang menciptakan segala sesuatu itu berbeda-beda satu sama lain. Tapi Engkau juga menciptakan segala sesuatu itu berpasang-pasangan satu sama lain. Inilah kami semuanya. Datang di tempat ini tiada lain kecuali memohon, satukanlah kami seperti bersatunya air-air yang dari gelas yang dituangkan oleh berbagai macam penganut agama. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami, izinkan kami memohon, selamatkanlah kami semuanya, panjangkanlah umur dunia kami, umur bumi kami, pertahankanlah lingkungan hidup kami, sebab lingkungan alam semesta ini adalah tempat kami untuk menjadi abid, menjadi hamba terhadap. Kami juga memohon ampuni seluruh dosa-dosa kami. Demikian pula selamatkanlah generasi muda kami, generasi-generasi kami yang akan datang. Jadikanlah mereka hamba-hamba yang setia untuk senantiasa mengabdi kepadamu, dan tuntunlah mereka juga seperti Engkau menuntun para pendahulu kami. Ya Allah, kabulkanlah doa kami. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yes, Thank you very much. Please go back to your seat, all religious representatives. Thank you very much. Once again, let's give them a big round of applause. We have heard the keynote address delivered by our beloved Grand Imam of Istiqlal, and he was representing IAPD, Interreligious Association for Peace and Development. Now we are going to receive some keynote address representing IAPP, International Association of Parliamentarians for Peace, that will be conveyed by Honorable Yasril Ananta Baharudin. So let's put our hands together and welcome Honorable Yasril Ananta Baharudin.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi buat Bapak Ibu sekalian yang kami muliakan, terutama kepada tuan rumah Bapak Profesor Sarudin yang telah menyediakan tempat di sini dan bisa join antara IAPD dan IAPP, Pak. Jadi mungkin tadi sudah banyak dibicarakan dari segi atau melatar bagi agama. Kami mungkin ini dari sisi ini parliamentarian atau anggota DPR dulu, Pak, baik yang masih menjabat seperti Pak Dev sana maupun kami-kami yang sudah purna seperti Pak Peter Otimena di belakang. Especially also for my distinguished guests, Pak Etnak and Professor Mishur, and of course the guru Pak Nakal. Guru kita Pak, guru Pak Nakal, siapa? Etnakal?
Etnat Dakal.
Hah?
Etnat Dakal.
Bukan Etnat, yang ini Pak Guru.
Oh, Dr. Kito.
Dr. Kito. Dear Honorable and respected dignitaries from abroad and local, as the theme today's event suggests, the role of governments, civil society, and interfaith cooperation in national building, how these three pillars can actually work together to create strong, inclusive, and peaceful nation. All collaboration among these three pillars is significantly important that we should invest ourselves in such a way to bring awareness to all the stakeholders and to put into substantial implementation. As the cornerstone of national building, governments have a vital role in shaping a nation's policies, laws, and infrastructure. They establish the legal framework, ensure social justice, and provide essential services to their citizens. But I will share more from the viewpoint of civil society's roles. Ladies and gentlemen, in October 2018, the International Association of Parliamentarians for Peace, or IAPP of UPF Indonesia, was launched in the Parliament House, Indonesia. IAPP has been launched as a worldwide association for parliamentarians which provides a forum to bring their experience and wisdom to bear in the search for solution to our world problems. Parliamentarians from around the world have offered their remarks on the importance of their work and the value of increased cooperation and collaboration in the search for innovative solutions to some of the critical issues that we face on the local, national, regional, and global levels. From climate change to rise the extremist ideologies to humanitarian disasters and conflict. The civil society organizations are the lifeblood of a nation. These include NGOs, community groups, and grassroots movements. They play a pivotal role in bridging the gap between the governments and the people. This is what UPF has been doing in collaboration with many sectors in the government and non-government and among the civil societies, individual and since its founding. One practical example that we did was when the 9/11 tragedy took place. The founder of UF, the late Dr. San Myung Moon, who was very close to former President of Indonesia, Abdurrahman Wahid, known as Gus Dur, took an initiative to hold a world-level conference among Muslim leaders. At the time, the world was in the brink of the religious conflict that should be addressed accordingly. Father Moon called President Wahid or Gus Dur that we must do something to avoid conflict among religions and to show to the world the true nature of Islam, which is in the religion peace. In November 2001, a World Muslim Summit was held on effort to counter the potential conflicts. Maybe Pak Alwi Sihab, also the man behind the screen at that time, with Pak Gus Dur to do this meeting. Collaboration within the interfaith is another importance. Interfaith cooperation transcends religious boundaries. It brings together people and different faiths to work towards common goals. There have been several activities that we conducted in cooperation with religious entities. Series of events were conducted with Istiqlal under the direction of leadership of beloved Grand Imam Professor Dr. Kiai Haji Nasruddin Umar. Interfaith cooperation fosters understanding, peace, and tolerance. It's a powerful force that counters religious division and contributes to social cohesion. The magic happens when these three pillars collaborated, it's contributing their unique strength to nation building. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, the role of government, civil society, and interfaith cooperation is nation building is indispensable. When these pillars work in harmony, they create the foundation for strong, prosperous, and inclusive nations. Let's continue to support and celebrate this partnership that bring about positive change our world. Thank you very much, and may peace be upon you. Tapi sebelum saya meninggalkan podium ini, saya ingin meminta nanti siapa yang bahasa Inggris yang bisa translate itu, agar pada forum ini juga ya, kita juga punya concern terhadap masalah yang sedang berlangsung kepada saudara-saudara kita di Palestina dan Israel sana, dan saya minta UPF juga to concern about this problem domestic, because this is the problem of peace also, to making peace. Be concerned for the peoples who are victims, with two Israel and Palestinian. Then maybe we have to strongly urge to the government to make peace in very near time, and to condemn whoever the people there, whoever the organization, strongly condemn to create this problem, this war. We make many victims. I hope this is a statement from us, especially from IPP, because we are also a political organization, and I hope UPF So at least from Asia Pacific, we have to urge this from another side to make peace, because our goal, our aims is for peace in the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Yasril Baharudin, for your keynote address representing IAPP. Next, we will see a 6-minute video about recent summit 2023. This is a little bit update of what happened during this year of 2023.
Part of its ongoing mission to bring peace to the world, the Universal Peace Federation convened from 70 countries, all brought their best ideas and experiences to address human problems and build a framework for a world culture from 70 countries, all brought their best ideas and experiences to millions to address human problems and build a framework for a world culture of peace.
Peace has to be.
The events were live streamed to millions of Many speakers passionately decried the human suffering and conflicts they see in their nations and around the world, such as the war on the Ukraine, tensions around Taiwan, and other international hotspots. Leaders in Africa listed government corruption, nepotism, poverty, disease, and unemployment as barriers to their prosperity and success.
De la criminalité organisée, les attentats terroristes, les agressions et violences de toutes sortes, de souligner le plus féroce des conflits que nous vivons actuellement. C'est celui qui sévit maintenant au Soudan. C'est une bataille sanglante qui oppose deux frères d'armes.
Other leaders brought up environmental degradation, culture wars, and youth alienation. Another stumbling block to peace and security is the technological divide, in which some areas of the world are lagging far behind in modern communication systems and technological access. Central Asia, for instance, was once the world's center for the Silk Road trade route that connected the Far East to Europe.
Один из самых значительных вызовов для Центральной Азии – это экономическое развитие, включая недостаток инвестиций и технологических знаний. Мы должны сотрудничать с другими странами.
His Excellency Al-Mambet also stated that Central Asia is a highly diverse area and has undergone significant political and economic changes. Despite these and other shared challenges, summit speakers were undaunted.
I think it's time to go back to the so positive added value that openness, interconnectedness, free trade, free economic competition can bring to the world in terms of peace and progress. People that work together don't go to war.
Many speakers commented that law and order are also vital to create good societies and public trust.
नियम र कानुन बिनाको राष्ट्र अराजक हुन्छ। विधि बिनाको शासनले अराजकता सृजना गर्छ। तसर्थ विधि विधान बिना शान्तिपूर्ण र समृद्ध राष्ट्रको परिकल्पना गर्न सकिँदैन।
No single country is safe unless everyone is safe, and that no single country security can be guaranteed unless the security of other countries are guaranteed.
Peace on the Korean Peninsula has long been a focus of the Universal Peace Federation. It convened the 6th Think Tank 2022 Forum at this 2023 Peace Summit, and many speakers talked about the need to resolve the last remaining division of the 1950s Cold War era.
I think we shouldn't give up hope. The people of North Korea want freedom, and sooner or later, in God's good time, the people will have the North Korea they deserve and not the dictatorship they are suffering under.
Thanks for the chance to be here alongside you to try to think our way through of how it is we get to the objective, to deliver peace, but peace on terms that God would love and appreciate in a way that is decent and good.
To counter the many social challenges facing our world, the leaders agreed with Dr. Moon and UPF that interfaith cooperation and protecting religious freedom must be at the heart of any strategy to promote and build a culture of peace. To that end, one of the highlights of the Peace Summit was the creation of an International Elders Roundtable to offer shared wisdom on bringing the world into harmony.
只要我们每个人做到无我、慈悲，世界就会永远的和平。
We really have more in common than our differences.
Our goal should be to insist that real peace comes from God Almighty and not just the chambers of parliamentary buildings. We insist that people of faith must lead the way and be more proactive in reconciling a continent under threat.
You can learn more and get involved by visiting the Universal Peace Federation at upf.org.
All right, we have heard from our local or Indonesian speakers, so now is the moment that we are waiting for. We will have a token of appreciation, but before that, we will hear a chairman remarks that will be conveyed by Honorable Eknath Dakal. Honorable Eknath Dakal is a member of the House of Representatives of the Federal Parliament of Nepal. In Parliament, he serves in the Foreign Relations and Tourism Committee. He served twice as a member of the Nepalese Constituent Assembly and Legislature Parliament from 2008 to 2017. He also served twice as Cabinet Minister for Peace and Reconstruction, as well as Cooperatives and Poverty Alleviation of the Government of Nepal. So let's give him a big round of applause to welcome him on stage.
Thank you very much, our Master of Ceremony, Brother Alfred, the Secretary General of UPF in Indonesia. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, so it is my utmost pleasure to be here as a participant in the program organized by IAPP and IAPD of UPF along with Istiqlal Mosque in the magnificent historic city of Jakarta, the capital of great nation of Indonesia. I'd like to extend my felicitations to the organizers and distinguished participants, and my sincere thanks to Professor Dr. K.H. Nasarauddin Umar, the Grand Imam of Istiqlal, and Honorable Asril Barauddin, the Chair of IAPP Indonesian Chapter. Also, I extend my sincere respect to all the Excellencies, Honorable Deputy Minister, Honorable Member of Parliament, Honorable Deb Laksano. Thank you, our friend. And also our international leader, President Dr. Masaichi Hori. He is our regional president for 40 nations in Asia Pacific, assigned by Mother Moon. And as Honorable Asril said, Dr. Robert Kittel, the Guru. He is a chairman of peace education for entire Asia Pacific, and also Mrs. Ursula, and all the distinguished participants from Indonesia. So I came from the land of Mount Everest, and the great messenger of peace, Lord Buddha, who has spent his whole life in search of peace and serenity, and advocated for the act of renunciation and non-violence as the path for peace. Buddha, who born 2026 year, 2600 years before in Nepal, teaches us universal fraternity, peace, and equity. These messages are equally relevant today. This gathering in Jakarta wishes to discuss and highlight the importance of collaboration among government, civil society, and faith-based organizations for peace and nation building. Regardless of political system, every government plays a crucial role in society. The role of government in most of the countries in present days seems to be limited with daily affairs, but I believe the government in modern society should be benevolent to the people and committed to building a cultured, prosperous, and egalitarian society. Civil society plays a role in enhancing transparency and good governance, consisting of independent mass media, think tanks, intellectuals, academia, and religious groups. The civil society can work for a social transformation and accommodation of pluralism and diversity. Faith-based organization or interfaith cooperation has the role to equip humanity with rich moral and spiritual values. They can drive development and stabilize our political system. It is faith-based organization that can contribute to promote and enhance the social behavior towards rebuilding the nation, resolving conflict, and strengthening the democracies in the world. Today, we see conflict and terrorism in various aspects of life, including politics, society, economy, culture, religion, eroding humanity and its core values. Resolving terrorism requires the diverse approaches worldwide. The global community should come together to bolster the democracy and its institutions while condemning all forms of terrorism through our unified efforts. So I agree with Honorable Asril that we should condemn the loss of human life, the civilians, both in Israel and Palestine. And we should urge the conflicting parties to sit in the table of dialogue to find the common ground and to find the solution. Conflicts should be resolved by taking comprehensive steps, having a holistic and balanced peaceful dialogue. Thus, in order to eliminate terrorism, we must work on positive peace and address the root cause of implementing initiative for preventing a culture of violence. UPF fully endorses Asian way of solving conflicts, that is through promotion of understanding and peaceful dialogue, thus promoting a culture of peace. We in Nepal gone through long period of violence, destruction and hatred towards each other. Finally, we were able to find an amicable solution by ourselves, domestically through a comprehensive peace accord. We now have an inclusive constitution. Democracy is now thriving. Nepal's successful peace process could be an encouraging model to other countries facing similar challenges. In fact, the Universal Peace Federation played a vital role to support Nepal's peace process as a civil society initiative. Peace, development, and democracy are inseparable, and all these three should go together to create a peaceful, prosperous, and democratic society. Protecting human rights and religious freedom are also inevitable for universal peace and justice. The international community should take all necessary measures to ensure that the human rights of civilians and the guarantee justice and reparation for victims in all conflicts. Traditional state diplomacy, the government diplomacy, track 1, with a focus on hard power, has not effectively resolved warfare issues. We need to shift towards soft power and civil society focused diplomacy, track 2, involving faith-based organizations to achieve lasting peace. Religions, often excluded from the state affairs and diplomacy, should play a role in guiding political leaders towards a peaceful world. UPF advocates for track 2 diplomacy, which emphasizes open, inclusive dialogue between nations. And diplomatic efforts should prioritize mutual understanding, peaceful conflict resolution, and cooperation on common challenges. So, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot emphasize enough about how the interfaith dialogue is crucial and can contribute to reconciliation efforts, regardless if the conflict is religious or not. Religious leaders play a crucial role in making sure that the interfaith dialogue succeeds. Without the active participation and cooperation of religious leaders, interfaith dialogue is inefficient. So co-respect and coexistence are crucial to create harmony among different faiths. The genuine faith is source of tolerance and peace. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to brief some of the peace initiative of UPF for promotion of culture of peace in the world. UPF's co-founder, Dr. Sun Myung Moon, and Dr. Mrs. Hak Jahan Moon advocated to establish the Interreligious Council within the United Nations system by restructuring UN as a bicameral organization, allowing the world's great religion to send representatives in the UN in addition to government representatives from the member states. This proposal has been under discussion and making some good progress in UN. We request each member state and faith-based organization to give serious consideration to this. In fact, each nation
should create a certain model of collaboration among government, civil society, and interfaith cooperation. So in this regard, this meeting is really significant. The second peace initiative I want to introduce is the proposal of establishing the 5th UN office in demilitarized zone in Korea. UPF also advocated to establishing a major UN office complex in DMZ, demilitarized zone in Korea. This future 5th UN office was foreseen as a hub for peace research, preventive diplomacy, disarmament, and interreligious cooperation. Currently, there are 4 main UN offices in the world, in New York, Geneva, Nairobi, in Kenya, and Vienna. Despite the 2/3 of world's population, over 1/3 of world's GDP, and the birthplace of 5 major religions being in Asia, there is no main UN office located in Asia. So that's why UPF proposed that we establish the 5th UN office in Korea. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, UPF South Asia Peace Initiative, as I mentioned before, had played a significant role in supporting Nepal's peace process as a civil society initiative and track to diplomacy. Our Middle East Peace Initiative, MEPI, is playing a noteworthy role in developing understanding among the Abrahamic faith in the Middle East in spite of growing challenges. UPF Northeast Asia Initiative, NEPI, is working hard in promoting cooperation among 6 party talks countries to contribute to the peaceful reunification of Korean Peninsula. As you know, our founder, Father and Mother Moon, they come from Korea. UPF's think tank Global Forum is headed by the former UN Secretary General, His Excellency Ban Ki-moon, and conducted a series of high-level dialogue on various regional and global issues. Let me inform you that the UPF co-founder, Father and Mother Moon, have been practicing the principles of living for the sake of others since the early days of their peace mission throughout their lives. Their contribution in the area of interfaith peace building, strengthening marriage and families, fostering global cooperation for peace and environmental protection is unparalleled. They are now recognized as a peace-loving global citizens. I recommend reading Mother Moon's memoir, Mother of Peace, which candidly recounts her life struggles and peace legacy. Inspired by the co-founders' vision, UPF and its affiliated organizations lead in addressing injustice and societal problems to promote a harmonious world. UPF has a great respect and support to all intergovernmental institutions created in regional and world level. However, we have also recognized that intergovernmental institutions have their own limitations and are facing many challenges to fulfill its founding ideals. UPF's co-founder, Dr. Haq Jahan Moon, has revealed that a broader and inclusive regional mechanism is needed in the Asia-Pacific region to utilize its full potential to prepare for an Asian century. Dr. Moon suggested that member states of Asia-Pacific region establish an Asia-Pacific Union and let civil society and faith-based organizations be part of it. Then Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia, His Excellency Samdech Hun Sen, supported this idea and commissioned a group of intellectuals and think tank experts under the Asian Vision Institute in Phnom Penh to draft an universal peace charter as a structural framework for proposed Asia-Pacific Union. I hope that the great nation of Indonesia will not only support this initiative, but will take lead to formally establish it as one of the founding nations. UPF also promotes to build the Mekong Peace Park based in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, as a symbol of peace and human development. I truly believe that these projects will make remarkable contribution in advancing sustainable, inclusive, and resilient ASEAN with new level of regional cooperation. The IAPP and IAPD, the UPF primary associations who are the co-sponsor of this meeting along with Istiqlal Mosque, are the great tool to bring peace in our region. So IAPP and IAPD stand on the foundation of the global network of the Universal Peace Federation, which holds the general consultative status with UN. And these associations of lawmakers and interfaith scholars are therefore uniquely positioned to be a common platform to address international challenges to peace. As mentioned by Honorable Ashril, actually the IAPP has more than 5,000 members of parliaments from 85 parliaments in the world coming together to address the critical problems in the world. I believe the IAPP and IAPD are well suited to play an effective role for peace and harmony, not only at the regional level, but at the global level. The organizations can bridge the gap between the faith-based organization and political leaders, and it is most appropriate mechanism to take up this role. Finally, I'd like to express my sincere gratitude to the organizers for your gracious invitation. I wish for the successful conference and believe that it can contribute to the world at large for achieving peace, tolerance, and harmony. So with this, I'd like to conclude my remarks. Thank you very much. Dhanyabad and namaste.
Thank you very much, Honorable Eknath Dakal, the Chairman of UPF Asia Pacific. So now we would like to extend our gratitude to the Grand Imam of Istiqlal, our beloved Professor Dr. Kiai Haji Nasruddin Umar, a token of appreciation that this event is possible because of him. And of course, I'm so grateful to Honorable Eknath Dakal, because of him also this program is possible. So I would like to invite Professor Dr. Kiai Haji Nasruddin Umar to come forward, and together with Honorable Eknath Dakal, that we are going to extend this token of appreciation. Thank you very much. So we would like to have a remembrance. After this event is over, you know, we want to have something to remember, right? So we are going to have a group photo. And so, yeah, please help with the banner. We will have a group photo. Please, please stay where you are. And your smiles is your responsibility. So, yeah, please squeeze in so that we can have a memorable moment to remember after the event is over. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So next, without further ado, we will hear a special remarks. And this time, these special remarks will be conveyed by our longtime friend. He is the Member of Parliament. So let's welcome Honorable Dave Laksono to the stage. Please give him a big round of applause. Thank you very much.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom dan salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Greetings and hopes and peace for us all. First of all, I would like to thanks to the organizations, EPPF, for their lifetime commitments into prospering peace, and also their unduly support for all human race throughout the globe in containing and in maintaining peace and prosperity to us all. Your Excellency, my role model, Professor Nasaruddin Umar, Your Excellency, Professor Syihab, also Professor Simanjuntak, and Pak Syihab and Pak Nasaruddin Umar has been my role model for quite some times in how they convey tolerance and peace even in hard and dire times, such as we're facing right now with the situations in Russia and Ukraine, also in the ongoing conflict in Israel and with the Palestinians. We also have several dignitaries here represented from various religions, Reverend Yohanes, Romo Dr. Andi Gunardi, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Mpu Suhadi, yes, Dr. Nyoman from Hindu, and also two of our family friends here, Pak Dr. Yasril and Admiral Peter, who's sitting in the back. Because of his intelligence background, he always preferred in the back to observe everyone's movements. Honorable Eknath Dakal, I'm still learning how to pronounce your name, sir. He's been also a good friend of mine and for quite some times. And also here we have Dr. Kittel, who's also have given me a lot of inspirations in how to prosper and then to create my way of thoughts in how to present myself in publics. And also our good friend Alfred, and then from the UPPF, Madam, thank you for having us here. Distinguished guests, participants of the Interfaith Dialogue, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to praise to God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our God and Savior, for the opportunity that we are able here to gather in this respected international conference, Interfaith Dialogue, that has significant values for nations all over the world. Ini adalah sebuah kehormatan yang luar biasa dan juga suatu kesempatan yang sangat baik bagi saya selaku Ketua DPP Golkar dan juga anggota Parlemen DPR RI untuk bisa hadir bicara mengenai satu topik yang amat penting untuk kita ketahui dan juga kita pahami di saat-saat yang sangat sulit ini. And I would like to extend my appreciations to the organizers, the committees, that we can share our views on Pancasila as a means of teachings of tolerance and to promote peace. Since Indonesia declared our independence in 1945, our people, our forefathers, have agreed to make Pancasila as our main ideology that become the basis and guidelines in organizing all aspects of life in every part of the Indonesian society, nations, and states. As the essence of the cultural values of Indonesian society, Pancasila is the nation's moral ideals, which provide guidance and spiritual strength for the nations to behave nobly in the daily life of society, nations, and state. Since the day it was proposed as a state ideology until today, Pancasila has repeatedly been confronted by challenges in the form of intentions and actions that undermine it as our state ideology. These include constitutions that conflict with the Pancasila ideology, acts of subversions from radicals and fundamentalist religious groups through acts of terrorism and anarchy, as well as challenges resulting from advances in information and communication technologies, such as individualisms, neoliberalisms, hedonisms, and also others forms of conflicting values. Furthermore, the development of globalizations has brought various major world ideologies that can influence not only world society, but also Indonesian people and nations, which ultimately threaten the existence of Pancasila as our ideologies, and also the resilience and the defense of the unitary state of the Republic of Indonesia, or as we know it, NKRI. Rapid development of globalizations coupled with changing wave of democracy has also greatly influenced the existence of the unitary state of Republic of Indonesia, NKRI. Indonesians' multiculturalism has always been colored by diversity of religions and cultures. That condition leads to a strong tendency of potential conflicts. Hence, in order to realize true harmony and togetherness, a binding concept in a way of living that cover all social groups has to be created. Nations and state systems have undergone significant changes. There's also a shift in political, economic, and democracy life, which we must realize the importance of positions and role of Pancasila for Indonesian as a nation and as an NKRI. Pancasila is one of the main pillars in the articles and in the nations. It contains mutual agreements of all components of the nations, viewed from various aspects. Pancasila guarantees togetherness, diversities, and existence of all components of the nations in the framework of nations and state life, commonly referred to as the state philosophy or ideals of the states. Pancasila has functions as a philosophical foundations and common platform. In this case, Pancasila is a true identity of Indonesia as a nation. It should be realized in every conscience of our people. The Industrial Revolution 4.0, which has potential but positive implication for the modern world order, also has huge negative impact for the future of our ideology, social systems, religions, and humans' connections. The potential threat is that the world can be free from ideologies, free from social systems, no longer require religions or any mainstream humans, because science and high technologies will offer truly new things, such as immortality or even superhumans, to replace mainstream humans and to manage countries and even a whole world based on data. Perkembangan teknologi yang amat kita nikmati hari ini, bila tidak didasarkan dengan ideologi yang jelas, kita tidak memiliki hati nurani yang kuat, akan menggerogoti dan merubah basic human life kita. Maka itu, strengthening Pancasila education, memperkuat pendidikan Pancasila, needs to be carried out for the current millennials generations through education institutions in Indonesia, by making Pancasila a science as well as an ideology, because Pancasila education promotes positive views of multi-faith tolerance, the benefit of pluralism, human rights, and religious freedoms, and provide the millennial generations a foundation to face future challenges that threatens peace and harmony. Apart from that, efforts to actualize Pancasila values in national life, such as developing Pancasila-based policy and strengthening Pancasila educations, are anticipatory steps so that Pancasila as an ideology can continue and will remain significant as our national guidelines and as a unifying platform for the Indonesian nations from generations to generations, and to promote peace and harmony. And with that, I end my remarks. Thank you very much. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Honorable Dave Laksono, for the special remarks. So now we have come to the conclusion of this opening session. And to conclude this session, we would like to hear from President Masjid. He is the co-chair of Universal Peace Federation Asia Pacific. He also served as the regional president of the Family Federation for World Peace in Asia Pacific. And throughout his entire life, he has held several positions in the Family Federation in Japan, for example. And he has devoted his life to education of young people and also family. So let's welcome President Masjid on stage.
Okay, good afternoon, all respectable participants, and especially thank you for having this opportunity. So I'm very appreciate with our Grand Imam, Nasaruddin Umar, thank you very much. And also, I shall appreciate all of respectable speakers and participants, Honorable Dr. Bambang Soesatyo, and Ambassador Abdul Wahid Maktub, and also thank you for your speech, Honorable Dave Laksono, and Honorable Yasril Bahruddin, and Professor Dr. Payaman Simanjuktak, and all their religious leaders, members of parliament, ambassadors for peace, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. As we are coming to close of this meaningful and thought-provoking opening session, I want to thank all the distinguished leaders for offering their thoughts and recommendations how to address the critical issues of our time. In a united undertaking. Watching the world going up in flames and so many innocent lives being lost through war and violence, especially the current situation in Palestine, that's the conflict between Israeli people and Palestine people. But it also seems like represent the warfare between Judaism and Islam. Actually, it's not like that, but it seems like that. So it's also very threatening our effort for building world peace. So we are reminded of the urgent need for an interreligious council at the United Nations as proposed by Father Moon over 20 years ago. So, but our founder, Father Moon, passed away in 2012, more than 10 years ago. So after that, our co-founder, Mother Moon, took over his spirit and has been leading this global peace movement with even greater enthusiasm. Through their 52 years of married life, Mother Moon has been a mother of 14 children, grandmother to more than 40 grandchildren, and a true mother to humanity, promoting the interreligious true family movement. Mother Moon was persecuted in the world missionary process under misunderstanding and contempt. Nevertheless, she was instrumental in ending the Cold War between the democratic and communist world. Mother Moon is the only woman leader to have met with Mikhail Gorbachev in Moscow and met with Kim Il-sung in Pyongyang and delivered her speech at the theme of true love at the Great Hall of the People in Beijing and addressed the United States Congress. So she is actually the only female leader to hold this kind of a worldwide peace movement all around the world. And she never hesitate to visit. And just around the time of Cold War situation, she was so brave to visit all communist countries. So, and he delivered her message of true love. So she also offered the sincere prayers on the island of Gorée in Senegal. From that port, the millions of Africans sent by New World, America, and they became slaves. So she offered her sincere prayer to free all African slaves who suffered their slavery life, and she organized an African summit in cooperation with Muslim leaders. So this time, there is some place in the world still the warfare is going on. So I believe, once again, I believe Mother Moon will be great role to build the the world peace once again. So through this UPF Foundation. So, today, also we have war in Ukraine and war in Palestine. It now began, but we already long time we are already set in another warfare. So many of us just didn't ignore that, didn't recognize that. That war is the cultural war. And our enemy is actually no religion and anti-religion culture. So actually, it now become more and more stronger in all countries. And that actually infecting all young people. So it's no matter what Christian country and Muslim country, all young people actually get infected, that spiritual sickness. So that's more urgent. I believe that's a more urgent warfare. The spiritual war is invisible, so that is more threatening our life. So today we are in a cultural war, and we need to stand together to win this war. Without our active participation and cooperation to uphold faith in God, the sanctity of human sexuality and marriage, filial piety and respect for elders and tradition, our nation will face chaos and destruction. We learn from history that all great civilizations, no matter how powerful and glorious they once were, perished not because of war, but because of moral decadence and spiritual decline. I look forward to meet you again and continuing our discussions how Indonesia can be a front runner and leading nation to usher in a new era of peace and stability. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, President Masjid Chihori. So we are going to have our lunch break, but shortly we are going to give out some gifts, token of appreciation. So I will quickly call upon all the religious representatives to come forward in front of the stage, in front of the podium, and respected Dr. Alwi Shihab as well. Please, I would like to invite to come forward Honorable Dev Laksono and Ambassador K. Haji Abdul Wahid Maktub and Dr. Rosita. Please come forward for this session of token of appreciation. And for this, I would like to invite President Masjid Chihori to extend this token to all these. Please, religious representatives, please come forward. So this is Mother of Peace, but it is in Indonesian. We would like to extend this to our dignitaries and our religious representatives. Please make a line, make a balance also as well here. And then after this, we will have one group photo where we also want to invite our beloved Grand Imam to join along for this specific group photo, and Honorable Eknat Dakal and Honorable Yasril Baharudin. Dr. Kittel, please join as well. Yes. Is Reverend Ronnie here? Honorable Eknat, please. Yeah. Yeah, please, Honorable Eknat. Peace. Voice of Istiqlal. Oh, like this. Voice of Istiqlal. Okay, with this, I'll hand over the microphone to our MC for further announcement.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this time break for pray and lunch, and I hope to the attendees to come back to this place at 1 p.m. Thank you.